Hi everyone, this is Carolyn Speaks State of Our World on Monday, October 10th, 2022. So what is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? What are some of the things happening in the world? Okay. Noam Chomsky and Vijay Prashad say U.S. must stop undermining negotiations with Russia to end the Ukraine war. What? Do you really think Russia's going to end the war? I think we need all the help we can get. Okay. Indigenous Peoples Day. Legendary singer Buffy Sainte-Marie calls for repeal of Doctrine of Discovery. The Discovery was a Catholic Church, Vatican rule to, if you find something, you can have it. Okay. So the Doctrine of Discovery is that it's kind of like you can take what you want. You can appropriate indigenous peoples and all their culture and their land. Okay, all right. What? But Doctrine of Discovery is not really used anymore. Okay. Now, remembering indigenous actress Sacheen Littlefeather, who was mocked and threatened at Oscars in 1973. She was representing Marlon Brando, who was an Oscar nominee who didn't want it, and she wanted her to go and talk to the audience about that he doesn't want an Oscar from an industry that steals, that treats indigenous people so terribly. And she was booed, and she had threats of physical violence from actor John Wayne, and she was mocked by another actor, Clint Eastwood. So I don't know. The film and television and sports industries have given an apology, but she never stopped speaking out for Native Americans. Okay. All right. Now, what else? And 50 years after Sacheen Littlefeather's Oscars, protest, prejudice, and racism persist in the film industry. That is true. That is very true. All right. Now, what are some of the minor headlines? Okay, well, they call them minor. They're headlines. Russia pounds Ukrainian cities with missiles, killing at least 10 following Crimea bridge blast. Very bad. Russian attacks kill at least 13, and Zaporizhzhia, a nuclear plant, temporarily loses power. That is bad. And hackers interrupt Iranian state TV, call on viewers to join mass protests. This is in Iran. Okay. Israeli forces kill 4 Palestinian teens, and Israel to compensate families of slain Palestinian American. Okay. In the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces killed 4 Palestinian teenagers in 3 separate attacks over the weekend. The youngest was 14 years old. He was shot dead near the Israel separation barrier on Saturday. An Israeli soldier was fatally shot at a military checkpoint in East Jerusalem. And also, Israel has agreed to pay $141,000 to the family of Omar Assad, an 80-year-old Palestinian American man who died after being violently detained by Israeli forces in January. It's extremely rare for the Israeli military to admit wrongdoing or compensate Palestinian victims of its crimes. Okay, Israel should be held accountable. 15 asylum seekers killed on Libyan coast. Abortion bans blocked in Ohio, Arizona, as protesters take to the street ahead of midterms. And Senator Tuberville goes on a racist rant against pro-crime Democrats. And he's a senator, hard to believe. Texas DA names fired officer who shot unarmed teenager in McDonald's parking lot. so we'll see what happens with that. Uvalde School District fires police force amid uproar over failures in Robb Elementary massacre. Okay. Jurors acquit animal rights activists who saved piglets at Smithfield Food Factory Farm. Good. Shouldn't be eating other creatures. And New York hospitals pay $165 million to survivors of sexual abuse by gynecologists. Okay. Two hospitals have agreed to pay this, Columbia University and New York Presbyterian. Okay. That's great. Have to keep track, hold people accountable. Okay, protesters form a human chain around UK Parliament to demand freedom for Julian Assange. See what happens with that. Biden pardons thousands of people convicted on federal marijuana charges. Okay. Russian strikes killed 11 in Zaporizhia as IAEA chief rejects Russian control of nuclear plant. Good. Biden says Putin not joking about threat to use nuclear weapons. Okay. 2022 Nobel Peace Prize honors human rights workers in Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine. And Hurricane Ian death toll rises to 131. Okay, that's not good. Alright, now, so we have a lot of things going on. The world's dismal picture of what's happening. Okay, now, I'd like to thank you for tuning in this evening of Monday, October 10, 2022 for another me or Carolyn Speaks State of the World. You should have to play it safe, wear a mask, practice social distancing, the vaccines are available for you, so if you take it, I would take it. I had mine, the Johnson & Johnson one shot, and I was tired, and I had 2 shots for a week, and I was fine. I'm looking around for a booster. Okay, how about a little music? Hey there, Georgie girl, walking down the street so fancy free. Nobody you meet would ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there, Georgie girl, why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear? You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those dowdy feathers and fly a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide, and oh, what a change it'd be. The world would see a new Georgie girl. Okay, that was Georgie Girl, written by Tom Springfield of the Springfield Folk Group, which included sister Dusty Springfield, who went on to become an international singing star. It was recorded by Dusty Springfield, also by the Seekers. Okay, take care of yourself and others. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.